Okay, we're giving it a go today. It's time to harvest some peas. I can't lie to you. We harvested some the other night. Got about 2.5 pints worth after they were shelled. Give you a little info. We put these in on the last week of March, first week of April. Today is, I believe, June 9th. And there are a ton of them out here that are ready to harvest. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Some things I want to show you about harvesting these peas. This pod right here, if you can pinch it at all this way, it's not ready to take out. Let's see if we see this. So this one's very hard, and it is ready to pick. Okay, that's how you know if they're good. And you can see there's a lot of peas missing along the bottom side of this because those are the ones that come in first. So those are the ones I harvested the other day. It looks like we probably have maybe 2 more pickings of these peas, but we'll see, depending on how today goes, just how many we have. All right, the way you harvest these peas is, this one's bad, we're gonna throw him back. But I use the scissors to cut them off of there. That way you don't damage what's the remainder of the plant. I mean, I'll show you here in a bit, but things are really drying out along the bottom. It's been hot, we haven't had any rain. I wanna try to get as many harvests as I can out of this. So we've been laying the water to it. I mean, it gets watered for an hour every night. And if I don't damage the plant any more than I have to, I probably, when I'm done, or I'll probably get a couple more pickings out of it because there's still pods way up here. So until that plant dies off or those peas start turning south, I'm not going to stop harvesting them. You don't want to pick them when they get yellowish. Like on here, he's going to be hard to peel. Well, he isn't too bad, but when they start turning yellow, they start getting starchy. When they start getting starchy, that means they're not sugary anymore. So sometimes I just check them. Besides that, I'm the farmer, so I get to do this. Yeah, that one was still okay. I might have to try a few more before I'm done, though. Huh, here's something I want to show you. Something, I don't know if it's bugs or what, is eating my peas. I guess there's plenty to go around. Not quite sure what it is. Might be little lizards. We got a lot of those around here. That won't fly. All right, I'll keep picking. See, this is why I come back through. Usually if you find one vine that has some good ones on it, you find that one vine has a lot of good ones on it. We'll take these probably this weekend and we'll can them up. Probably gonna make a video for you on how we can our peas. It's not real tricky. In fact, it's pretty dang easy. All right, I pretty well think I picked this row good, but I will come back one more time before I'm done and make sure I got them all. So I guess we're off to the back side. So that's not bad. Takes a lot of them to make some meals, but it's not too shabby. That's one pass, so we'll see how it goes. Let's start on this row and we'll plug on through and see what we get when we're done over here. This row is more in the sun, so there's a good chance we're gonna have quite a few more that are ready. Yeah, lazy man's way of picking peas. but there's so many of them. It's almost getting to the point now where you can tell, anything below a certain height is probably ready to be picked. Because I got the low-hanging fruit 2 nights ago. I'll probably let them go for a couple of days and pick them again on Sunday. Although we may can them tomorrow. It just depends on what else we got going on. I know we've got to turn some boy pigs into non-gender pigs. How about that? So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to film that for you, but it's really not it's not a bloody process at all. And the piglet makes more noise when you pick him up than he does when you do the deed, but we may show you a little bit of it anyway. Anyway, back to the peas. Boy, these things are looking good, and there are so many of them. This is the sunny side of the garden, so I kind of anticipated getting more over here, and I was right. But see, now what I was telling you, from like here on up, they're just not quite ready yet. They need just a couple of more days. These right here on this plant are a little weak too, but I'm not too worried because there's plenty of them down here. Well, I'll keep trekking on. Okay, well, I'm almost to the end of the row on the first pass, and I'll probably just leave it at one pass tonight because I see quite a few of these that they're dropping back now. All the leaves are dropping back, and I can see the ones that are good and the ones that we really can't take yet. So I think I'm just going to make one pass through here. We've got quite a few. I think I'm getting more tonight than I got Wednesday night. So anyway, oh boy, here's another jackpot. I'll take you in when we're done. I'll show you what we got, and I'll show you how we start shucking peas and get them ready for canning. I've got quite a few, and there's still quite a few more to get. So I'll close this up out here, and then I'll take you in the house and I'll show you how we hull them and get them ready for canning. Anybody can do this. I mean, these peas went in the ground. We didn't do anything special with it. I gave them fish emulsion. They're in pretty decent soil, and that was it. And kept them watered, and this is what you get. And these peas are so good. They're so sweet, so nice, and we hope to can them and have some fresh peas, and maybe this winter we'll be able to have peas from the garden. So give it a go. See you in a minute. All right, here is how I shell the peas. They do have strings, but I don't mess with the strings because I think they're a pain in the butt. So I do it a little different. And this is how I do it. If you find one, take the end right here, not the stem end, but the other end, and just click it. It opens up. Then you can use your fingers to open the whole pea up and put them in the bowl. It's easy. You don't get a ton. Jackie and I were talking the other night, and it looks like about every 2 peas is a bite. So you need a lot of peas to make a meal. Let's put it that way. Anyway, it's not hard. It's time consuming, so I would recommend turning on the TV and maybe watching some of my other videos. Anyways, you get the gist of it. Just pop that one end, separate the pieces of the pod, Scrape the peas in a bowl, rinse, and repeat. And I'm sure you don't want to see me do this for an hour. So I'll come back when I have a bowl full of peas. Okay, so after about an hour of picking peas, this is what we came up with. We'll add that to our batch that we've already got in there, and we'll probably end up canning these this afternoon. And we got a free half a bag of chicken feed. So how good is that? All right, well, that'll wrap up the Pea Harvest phase 3, and we'll probably get maybe a couple of more picks out of it. They're dying back pretty hard, so I don't expect a whole lot, but I mean, we're probably looking at 4 to 6 pints right now that we're going to can, and probably end up with maybe 10 or 12 pints, which isn't too bad. So yeah, stick around. We're going to probably can these up this afternoon. I'll put another video out on that, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and give it a go.